Coach, second season at Urbana, talk to me about the first year and kind of what you learned going through this league.
Well, it wasn't even really a whole first year when we got there. We got there in July. So it was really a whirlwind, getting to know everybody, putting a staff together. We really couldn't get our feet into the ground, but our guys worked hard. I got a chance to really get a chance to know them. I didn't know the freshmen coming in. I didn't know the upperclassmen or anything really about them or their families. So the first year was really just about learning about them, getting to know them, what drives them, and we learned about how good this conference is. I mean, we open up and get our tails kicked pretty well by Glenville and turn around and beat a good West Virginia State team. So we were on a little bit of roll there, and then we had some injuries, and we didn't really have the mentality of next guy up. We had some issues at quarterback that we never got resolved throughout the year, and that kind of led to the record we had. But we had a good spring. We needed the spring to really evaluate what we were, really get a chance to get healthy, and we just look forward to this upcoming year. So what we really learned was what pushes our guys and what motivates them, and next guy up.
Tyler, you mentioned troubles quarterback. I think he played 3 last year. Throughout the course of the season, are you more stable quarterback this year, do you feel?
Absolutely. What we did is we started off the season with Cale Birdie Shaw. He'll be coming back for his senior year, and he's 100% healthy for the first time in his career. We also have Tawan Green, who was playing receiver for us, had some injuries, wasn't able to play throughout the middle of the year, and then came back for the last 2 games and really performed pretty well. And we also went out there and recruited because we look forward to competition at that quarterback spot. So, we're not shying away from competition. The best guy's going to play. Not even sure maybe all 3 of them will play. But we're going to find out, really look at it as a competitive camp, just evaluating them every single throw, every single decision they make. In the fall, we didn't have that opportunity. We had one guy, and when he went down, we were kind of out of luck. So we're going to be much more stable there, and that'll lead to a more competitive season.
You were in a lot of games last year, competitively close. You look back on that, I'm sure there were different situations in each, but was that more of a reflection of the injuries and putting guys that weren't ready to play in there, or is there still a learning curve with this program? And obviously, this program was successful a few years ago, but there's still kind of a learning curve on how to.
Right. The learning curve, I'd say it's a learning curve, and it's okay to win the game. A lot of times we were trying not to lose the game. We were nervous about making a big play, and that's not the case anymore. Our guys know that they're going out there 100 miles an hour. If an injury does happen, next guy up, we don't lose a step. I think it was a little bit of, okay, we're winning the game, now what do we do? Or we're down by 2 touchdowns, can we come back? And I just think there was a lot of question marks. And again, I think having a solid quarterback position, you're never really out of the game, and people can't just hone in on your run either.
Trayvon Saunders last year, a lot of all-purpose yards. You mentioned you need to get him the ball in every way possible. I mean, that's got to be fun for you as a head coach to work with your offensive coordinator and try to figure out new ways to get him touches.
Absolutely. We didn't get him the ball enough. He does our punt return. He's in our kick return game. We like to hand him the ball, throw him the ball, anything we can do. And he's only going to be a junior, so we're excited about that. We need to develop some other tools around him so teams can't evaluate, put a man on him or double him or what have you. So Trayvon will be Trayvon. We're going to get him the ball. He's going to make big plays for us. We need to do even more with him, but we also need to develop other things around him.
Gary Wallace, tremendous career. I mean, tackling machine. And usually, if he wasn't in on a tackle, you were like, where was Wallace on that play? I know it's great to have him on staff, but how do you replace him on the field, and what does he bring to the staff?
Right. You can't replace him. You try to teach others, and who better to teach than him? So he's actually going to be working with our defensive line, not with our linebackers. Our defensive coordinator Paul Smith will be working with the linebackers. But Gary had a wonderful couple seasons. All the stats in the world, and again, it's similar to Trayvon in the fact that last year, he had to make a lot of plays. There wasn't a lot of help around him. He shouldn't have to go out there and make 30 tackles a game. So we look to develop the guys around him and replacing him. We do have upperclassmen linebackers coming in, Carlton Remat and a couple others. So you're not going to replace him, but we're going to have some guys step up and try their best.
Finally, how do you measure success this year? Are you looking strictly at wins, or are there other things that in the progression of your program that you want to check off the list?
Number one, we've already done some checks. Academically, we're better than we've ever been. Community service, we're better than we've ever been. Participation, class attendance, guys doing the right thing all the time. And we've put check marks on there. You can always improve, but let's go ahead and win some games. We're not if we go out there and win a conference championship, great. That's not where we're at right now, probably. But we need to go out there and we need to compete. We need to win the games we should win, and we should. If we get down by 2 scores, I'd love to see our team attack and go win one from behind, or get up and put an opponent away. So those things. Let's go ahead and win some football games.